Mountain climbers and athletes have known about altitude training for years. Engari I tēnei wā tonu, kai te huaki ana ngā kuaha mo tātou katoa. It's really exciting because now we have access to altitude training in itself. Engari, ko te pātai tino nui ra wātu, the big question is, ko tēnei he huarahi tika mō, he hara wātu ngā hua ka puta. What are some of the benefits, and is this for you? Kia ora, Mr. Fit himself.
How are you?
Pōta kōrero mai, hiaha tēnei mea te IHT. What is IHT?
Basically, it's breathing in reduced percentage of air or oxygen. So the body's made to work a lot harder. It becomes more efficient. It starts to stimulate the whole of the lung. So the lung becomes a lot more larger and more effective and more conditioned, basically, to take under that next stress. So if somebody was going to altitude to train or climb a mountain or whatever, you're preparing them for that, for those initial stresses.
Ka pai ra watu tērā. Nā kōrero mai, hiaha ngā tino hua ka puta I tēnei momo whakangungu. What are some of the major benefits that your athletes or clients have gained over the years?
One is weight loss. The body is made to work a tremendous amount harder. The other thing is that you'll recover from your workouts a lot quicker.
And more weight tēnei momo whakangungu, is this for athletes that are looking for that peak conditioning, or can anybody start this from scratch?
Anybody can start it from scratch, providing they're in a good physical, safe condition.
Ka pai ka te hikakanataka ngā kau ki te mahi tēnei momo mahi. I'm keen to get into it and see what my body does.
Great.
So, where do we start?
Let's start with the Stairmaster and we'll go from there.
Looking forward to it. Let's do it. Right, the step-up box.
Yep, so
Nice
step
and
up
easy
there. We'll put the mask on.
This is us, Whānau.
Wonderful. I'll just put this on your finger and we're going to get an SpO2 reading. So currently, you're going to be breathing at 4,700 metres.
Right.
And you're at 11.7% oxygen content. So we normally at sea level, we're breathing 20.9, so you're almost just a little over half the amount that you normally breathe. The better you breathe and push out, you're getting rid of that carbon dioxide, you're breathing more efficiently. Brilliant.
The first 2 minutes, I felt like my body was under such stress.
Yeah.
That once you told me to start breathing properly,
yeah.
I found my rhythm and I started moving forward. I could have gone another couple of minutes, but I was getting tough and tight at the top.
Yep.
So me pe hana te akina ki roto I tēnei momo mahi. How often would people train at altitude level per week, say?
Actively, we're doing it a couple of times a week. We want to keep them maintaining all their other activities in regard to maybe they're a runner or whatever. We want to enhance it, we don't want to take it away.
Yeah.
And I still feel that there is a good 3 to 4 days of recovery. Even though you might not feel it, the body is still repairing and it's getting stronger, it's rething, and it's clearing, it's recovered, and then you drag it back down again.
Nau mohi ona ahau. Ko tēnei he mihini mō ngā kai whakangungu. I can tell that this is pretty much pushing my body to the extreme. At the moment, I'm pretty much near peak performance. But what would be something of a low resistant training so that people can feel comfortable when they start off?
Yeah, absolutely. The Stairmaster can be a little intimidating, and it's probably one that's very well conditioned. The next step would be that we'd have somebody on the treadmill. So we're going to go to a little bit higher altitude, simply because you're going to be at a lower aerobic effort.
Cool.
So the whole idea here, we're not putting any stress on the joints. It's a nice, easy, active introduction. So generally somebody might start here and we might do 4 minutes on, 1 minute recovery. So we'd step to the side for a minute for recovery and then we'd go back on for another 4 minutes.
This feels much more comfortable.
Yeah, it's very enjoyable.
Whew, that got the head a little bit dizzy, didn't it? So the time when I wasn't focusing on my breathing, I felt my balance just go a little bit off, but I had to come back in and my oxygen levels started to flow out and balance out a little bit more.
Yep.
And looking at the two different styles from the stepper, which was more cardiovascular for me as opposed to this, which might have been turning over maybe a fat-burning cardio conditioning session.
Yep. You're in more control, you're able to do it, but still that breathing, it comes back to that breathing. You've got to breathe really efficiently, and people comment that the time goes really quickly simply because they're just so focused on the breath.
This looks like my seat here.
Yep. This is the passive, and we're just going to sit there and all nice and relaxed, and you can put your feet up. Again, we're going to put the mask back on again. The difference is that with the active, you might do that a couple of times a week, but the passive, you'd do 5 times a week of around about an hour, and you're just breathing in that reduced percentage of oxygen, and then we're going to have the mask off. So you might do 5 minutes with the mask on and 5 minutes off.
Almost feel like I want to go to sleep, so everything was sort of zoning into a small little narrow channel, and I was trying to relax the breathing, but it was almost making me want to go to sleep. And I can feel the stresses through my body. Even though that I'm lying down, I'm not doing anything, the lungs are still operating. You can feel that the bloodstream is just working absolutely hard for the heart rate to pump in and pump out. Well, tēnei te mihi atu ki a koe te rangatire te mātanga o te hā. Thank you very much. As an expert in altitude training, I really got the benefits of how this could work within a everyday lifestyle if you were to start off on the basic needs, progressing on to 2 times if you're at advanced level. So, mihi nui atu ki a koe, tēnā koe.
Wonderful, you're welcome. Enjoyed having you on.
Kia ora.
Wonderful.